Anne-Marie, hey, congratulations on your episode for SideQuest.
Thank you so much, Kate. Great to meet you.
It's terrific to meet you, and this was such a lovely episode that you actually participated in. But we always have to ask that question. What initially drew you that you want to be part of this project?
I mean, the Mythic Quest world and universe is legendary. I think being any part of it would have been amazing. And I think the standalone episodes are beloved for a reason. And so I think getting to have one of those was just, an unreal opportunity. It doesn't get better than that.
Now, just like everybody else, we always want to ask you about your cello experience, and then I logged on went into your personal website, and I saw that very cute photo of yourself. Can so I guess you're a musician first, then.
Liz, I know I started playing when I was 3 years old, so it's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember.
So at which point that you became musician turned actor for yourself in your career?
So I played cello very seriously growing up, and then in high school I started doing a little more acting, and in college I studied both. I got a degree in cello performance and a degree in acting. So it was really through there, and then once I graduated, my life kind of pivoted more towards acting. But cello will always just be like such an intrinsic part of who I am and a part of kind of like my DNA. So.
So So this must have been such a boon to get a project that allowed you to both act and play music in this at the same time.
It was like a dream come true. I joke that Katie, our writer, like broke into my house and read my journal about what my dream role would be because because I could never even imagined a role that would let me kind of tap into both worlds and bring out this kind of part of my history and my past, which also kind of let the character come to life even more for me as an actress. So it was so cool.
Now, growing up and since music was actually your first love, can you tell us about your experience with the Austin Symphony that actually helped you, mold this character for SideQuest?
Yeah. So when I was 16, I got to play as a soloist with the Austin Symphony, which was one of those another kind of like dream come true moments. Yeah, and I think, being a part of that world, being a part, being a music major in college, it all kind of came together. It was amazing being on set, kind of the different parts of my life as a cellist that kind of would come to life as I was in the world of Sylvie too, and borrowing kind of from that and lending it to her world as well. So it's almost like I really was preparing for this role since I was three because it's, to play cello so seriously as Sylvie did, as I did for so long, there's so many elements of your life that are impacted by it. It really becomes your world in many ways. So yeah, so many elements of my life kind of really I was able to pull from for this one.
So you were a soloist, so that means that you are very good at what you actually do.
In a different life, I kind of keep saying because I still play when I can for fun. It's kind of become a thing that's my little artist thing as I let my career has been more acting. But yeah, I was quite serious about it for a while. I was very lucky to have incredible teachers and mentors and parents that supported me. So yeah, it was a huge part of my life for a while.
So how much pressure does a musician actually have being part of a symphony like this as portrayed in the character for SideQuest?
I think huge pressure. I mean, and I think musicians are very, we're taught to really play things as perfectly as possible. And I think that can be really, really hard. I think also for Sylvia in particular, this was a lifelong dream. And I think having the pressure of that and having that weight on you, it can really make you crumble as we see.
So how does one actually overcome that? I mean, of course, that's a silly question for a musician or an actor, but you always under pressure like that.
Absolutely. I think what I love about this episode is we do get to see her kind of on the other side a bit of the journey at the end. And I think we see her go to therapy. We see her really reconnect with her friends and build out her life. Because I think it's so important as an artist to have a rich life outside of your art, not only to pull from as an artist, but just kind of to keep you sane because as we see with Sylvie, the highs are high and the lows are low as we kind of go through this journey. So I think having that outside world is really huge.
So to pick up the melodies of this mythic quest was probably very easy, just like riding a bike for you.
Yeah, it kind of, I mean, so TK, our composer, he's phenomenal. It's incredibly, the music in this is just truly something spectacular. Some of the pieces were real, like I played a while, I was able to play, but he wrote an audition excerpt that was really, really hard. And I was like, TK, you come on, make it easy on us. But he was really testing me there, but I think I pulled it off. But he wasn't gonna let me get off
You
easy.
know what? You did it well because no matter what, the rest of us we can't really
Right.
tell,
I
but
know.
you have the
I'm
ear for
worried
this.
my old cello teachers are gonna call me up and say, Anna, like, what's up with that? But hopefully I pulled it off.
Well, Anne-Marie, let me wrap it up with one last question because we know you're good at this both as a musician and as an actor. But my question is, which is actually harder, trying to play well or trying to play badly?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I think trying to play well. I think trying to play well if you haven't practiced, maybe. That can be tricky. But playing badly can be hard too, letting go of kind of the things that you've taught yourself for years.
Well, you done it well either way. So thank you very much for speaking to us about side quests. It's an enjoyable episode.
Thank
Thank you.
you. It's great to meet you.